Taurus, you are up for the September Money Tarot Energy Reading. Before I go any further, kirwkc.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. All right. So, of course, this is the money reading. The general reading for September is already up, Taurus, and the love reading for September is already up. The new moon in Virgo reading for the collective is already up, and I'll do the full moon in Pisces reading probably in a week for the collective. Whatever reading you decide to watch or listen to, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading the energy and the tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Now that I said all that, let's hop into this reading. May I have the energy for Taurus for September? May I have the energy for Taurus for September? May I have the energy for Taurus for September? What is it that Taurus needs to hear for the heart of the matter? What is it that Taurus needs to hear for the heart of the matter? What is it that Taurus needs to hear for the heart of the matter? May I have a card, please? Thank you. Oh, okay. I like that. So you got Ring. And now that Cardi B song is playing through my head. That song Ring. I don't know if any of you listen to Cardi B. There's a song called Ring. It has absolutely nothing to do with this reading. It's playing through my head now because I love that song. Anyways, all right. So Ring. It says financial commitments, long-term investment. It says career, partnership, work, together, fulfilling career. So for some of you, you may be taking on a new career that is very fulfilling. For others of you, you may be making a commitment to something. I think it was in Virgo's reading about like the money that goes out and sort of auditing that. Some of you might be changing your spending habits. Hence why it's saying long-term investment right here. Some of you might be changing your spending habits to, what's the word? I'll say prepare. That wasn't the word I was looking for, but I'll take that one. Thank you. To prepare for the long term. So that is something that I'm picking up. I feel this, I just heard buckling down. And now I'm thinking of that old saying, grab a bottle, hunker down, and pray for daylight. But yeah, I feel like some people are buckling down. For some of you, is what's happening. And you're looking at the long term. So let's go ahead and get some cards for the surrounding and heart of the matter. May I have the energy for Taurus in regards to money? Energy for Taurus in regards to money. Energy for Taurus in regards to money. What is it Taurus needs to hear for September? What is it Taurus needs to hear for September? What is it Taurus needs to hear for September? Something's telling me to take this card on top. I do not know what it is, so I guess we're about to find out. Three of Wands. Ships coming in. That's what this is about. This is about any type of work that you've done. And also, look what it says. Future plans garden. Didn't I just talk about long-term planning for the future? Actually, that's what I think I might title this now. Is planning for the future. Is what you're doing. Making financial plans for the future. But with the Three of Wands is about ships coming in based off of work that was already done and based off of a choice that was made. Because don't forget, before the Three of Wands is the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is also about long-term planning. And this is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's about long-term planning, but also it's about making a choice. I feel that the choice has been made, and now you're putting all of these things into, not gear. I had the word on the tip of my tongue. You're putting all these plans into action. Thank you. And now that you're putting the plans into action, you will start to see the results of some of the things that you're doing. Now, I'm not talking about overnight results, but what I am saying is that for some of these things, you're going to start to see the difference more than likely during September is what will happen. All right. And bottom of the deck is Hangman. So some of you have become enlightened as well. Some of you also, I just heard, some of you put a pause on doing things just so you can evaluate your habits and stuff, if that makes sense. And then also this is sacrifice too. Some of you are sacrificing for your future plans, where it's like, okay, I used to do this, but now in order to have whatever I need to have in the future financially, that stability, I can't do this anymore, so I have to sacrifice now. So for some of you, you're more than likely willing to make sacrifices too. And that is Pisces energy. Maybe there will be something of significance in the full moon in Pisces in the middle of September. Thank you. Yeah, High Priestess has come out. I don't feel that you are telling a lot of people what you're doing. Also, I feel like you've been gaining knowledge on how to deal with investments, whether it's been your own research or whether it's been working with others, like going to the experts and doing that. May I have some more cards, please? Thank you. Seven of Swords. So, and people, it says something shady. It can be about deception, but also Seven of Swords, which is air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Seven of Swords can be about strategy. So for some of you, you may be strategizing. And again, you're not saying anything. High Priestess energy, which is Pisces, Cancer energy. You're not saying anything to anyone. Now, on the other side of that, there could be deception around you. And you may already be aware of that, which is why you're not telling anybody what type of long-term plans related to your finances that you're making. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And then at the bottom of the deck is the Star, which is Aquarius energy. Some of you might have Aquarius in your chart. Just letting you know. Could be dealing with one, but I feel like it's probably in your chart. But Star energy is about healing. It's about hope. It's about faith. It's about getting a wish is what it's about. And it's about having direction too. Right, may I have another card, please? Okay, that was too many, I guess, but I'm gonna... Interesting. This fell on the heart of the matter. Two of Cups. So there's some type of commitment. Some of you, I'm gonna say it now, there may be something going on with a relationship in love, and that is what's going on here, where the two of you are planning something together that affects your finances, but you're planning for the long term. And then also what came out, yeah, a decision has been made. The Two of Swords came out reverse, because Two of Swords in the upright, and this is more air energy, is about indecision. Now, I don't know why. I just heard this. Going back to the Two of Cups thing, I heard that somebody made an agreement with their self. Like they made a promise to themselves. Instead of making a promise to another person, it's like you made the agreement with yourself. Like, I'm never going to let this happen again. If you found yourself in a bad financial situation, or you made an agreement with yourself, within 5 years, I'm going to own a home, or within 5 years, I'll be financially independent. Whatever this agreement is, I feel like somebody made an agreement with themselves. I heard that. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But going back to the Two of Swords reversed, I feel that the decision has been made, whatever this is related to. If you're deciding to, shack up with somebody or get married or do whatever related to your finances, then that decision has been made, or it will be made in September, is what's happening. Or maybe they were indecisive. Maybe you were dealing with an Aquarius or another air sign, and they were indecisive. And finally, they made a decision. Some of that could be going on. But honestly, the strongest energy is planning for the long term. Let me see what this card is. Yeah, strength card, Leo energy. This is about having the strength to do what needs to be done when it comes to planning for the long term. And bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. Aries got this too at the end of their reading. You can't make this stuff up. Some of you might be an Aries Taurus or a Taurus Aries, where your birthday is like May the 20... I think Taurus season starts on the 21st, give or take. So yeah, so maybe your birthday's like May 21st, May 22nd, something like that, 23rd, because that's Taurus Aries cusp. So some of you might be a Taurus Aries cusp. All right? So that is your reading. kirwkc.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Until next time, be blessed.